just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. Why I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Woo! Yeah, must be 8 p.m. on the Eastern Coast, Eastern Standard Time. Death Curse Society back on the air. It's Monday Maniacs. How's it going, everybody? I am Zigzag. I got FaZe with me. Colonel should be joining us momentarily. Crank is on assignment again, but that's okay. We're still going to have a good time tonight. We're going to get a quick early Valentine's Day look at the new slasher. What is it? Heart Eyes.
Yes.
Heart Eyes.
Heart Eyes. It's a different one this time. I'll just throw it up here now just so you guys see the title.
I still don't like this title. I've never
Nobody
liked
does.
this title. Yeah.
Who does? Do any of you guys out there in the chat like this title? And if so, why? Explain yourself.
Let's start with that when we get to it. I mean, right away going into this, I mean, the only thing that made this appealing was that we know it's a slasher. I mean, and that's always a good thing around here. But we're gonna get all into it. That's all good. But before we do, we'll kill some time just bullshitting here, talking about the Colonel. And I was looking at that Miguel Nunez promo there, and it's funny when we do the ooh baby, I'm like on the 1 and the 3, and he's on the 2 and the 4 with the snaps, dude. So I mean,
It's true, but it's okay. That bam's a little too loud at the end, but it's such a great one. The bam you edited in at the end,
yeah,
a little loud, but that's okay. We can fix that in post.
Yeah, with that fucking guy though, every other word was popping mics. You know,
That's true.
He's an excited fellow.
I love that guy though. Yes,
we're gonna get him out here. I mean, he's working on something. You know, a couple of things in actual major films in Hollywood that he was talking about when we shot that. So, and he, sure, he's more than willing to come on, but let's have something for him to fucking push. That's enough.
Right.
So,
got some answers already to the question. Whole lot of, the title is almost as dumb as the movie. That's a very early opinion from Lorena. And the Rick says the title is dumb. It's a dumb name for a killer.
We can get into that too because, go ahead. What? Fuck.
Oh
no.
yeah, just no. Fuck no. Nope.
Yeah, no. Let's properly get that right there if we're gonna deny something.
No. We are supposed to compare.
No. The Hard Eyes title.
Right.
But hey, man. So we did see it, and we'll answer those questions about what we were talking about last week with all the stars getting picked up by the convention agents and getting them booked already at conventions with this movie.
Hmm.
Like I said, I have mixed. I'm a mixed bag with this one, FaZe. I got to be honest. I'm a mixed bag. I understand where everyone's coming from, but maybe I can show some perspective for this one for some people. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna fail here. Not that I think this is the fucking cat's pajamas. Don't get me wrong here, folks. Threw a cat in there for you, FaZe. What'd you do this week?
Well, I watched Hard Eyes, and I just got done watching My Bloody Valentine.
Yes. I mean, I haven't done that yet, but I've seen this.
Yeah.
I've
seen it before, but I needed a refresher. It's been years.
And it's
so good, man.
It's borderline crank as fuck the way it slow burns.
It's slow burns, but it burns good.
But it in such a way, it's like sitting next to a nice warm campfire, man. It's just
sure
nice. It keeps you going, engaged, and just wondering with all the red herrings they're throwing at you. Dude, Canadians, they're okay with horror. I think they got it down, man. Everything
they do such a good ending too, man. I loved it.
That's pretty disturbing, the ending of that one. But we're going to discuss that too, because there are obviously comparisons with Hard Eyes to My Bloody Valentine. So we're
more obvious to you, I guess, because they're not as glaring to me.
there's not. But I mean, I'm saying we have to. It's come up, like everyone's. Cause I've heard people say, "All right, finally we've got another Valentine's movie instead of My Bloody Valentine and Valentine and Cupid and well, yes and no." But we're gonna get into all of it tonight. So let's start by thanking all the lovely folks that have spent their hard-earned coin to help further the cause of the DCS. You guys rule. We love you. And this is your moment. Our final girls, Christy, C-Phase, Lorena, BD, Alex, Robert, and Tyrone. The Crazy Ralphs, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Raymond, and the whole damn enchilada. Bell's is coming strong with some of their new reads. They had a couple of them dragon.
Yeah, man.
See those?
Those are awesome.
Man, that's the colors they're choosing now. You didn't think you guys needed a themed wreath, but you do at Bell's Fancy Creations. And then special thanks to our camp counselors, Adam, Corey, Christy, Luke, Lou, Jimmy, and Rachel, Stacy, Orlando,
Chuck
Schick, Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. It's like my dog's name, JJ, so it's easy.
Oh yeah.
If you would like to join the ranks of the DCS, you're welcome to, and bring it, man. DCS.com, Death Curse Society. Go there, see it. You'll find the membership page, find the tier that works for you, and join the cult, the madness, the fun, the group, whatever the hell you want to call it. But here we are, And of course, yes, we've already talked to him a bit tonight. See motherfucking Phase in the house, associate producer. But we're working on things around here. So
keep a Colonel's seat right now while he's hopefully on his way.
Let's see. Colonel, let's see. Where would he be? Where would he possibly be right now, Monday night at 8:13 p.m.?
That's my first and only guess.
And then
Smell my ass.
Hopefully I can skip that part. Say hello to some of these people in the house.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Bring them out.
We got Tyrone in the house. Tarek. Let's see. Tyrone and Tarek again. We got my mama Phase, grandma Phase. We got Bill. Got Rick from the whole damn enchilada. We got Joshua in the house. I'm curious about what all of you thought about this movie, by the way.
I mean, and it's a tearing issue because a slasher is a slasher is always going to win with me no matter what. But you still have to kind of adhere to some of factions and rules within the slasher realm. If you ask Zigzag, okay,
right?
We will get into that.
Got Tarek here. He says, yesterday, wife said something about chucking it in the trash, and reflexively, I don't know if that's a word, went Chuck Schick, and the whole family looked at me weird. I wish I was there for that. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, that's Chuck Schick is
he's a funny name.
He's a hero. He's an American hero. I mean, he always will be.
Got Gina in the house.
Welcome, Gina. Yes, we were just kissing your ass seconds ago. You missed it.
I don't know if she missed that.
She might have been here already. But
Adam is also in the house.
Adam went out he said, I've got a free movie. What am I going to see tonight? Either Companion or Hard Eyes.
Interesting.
And I lean towards Companion, I have to say.
I'll have to agree.
Yeah.
Tarek brings up a good point with the name Hard Eyes. Sounds like you're saying hard guys when you say it too fast, and now we're on the wrong movie. We're in the whole wrong territory there, man. Wrong genre, wrong website, wrong everything.
That's how painfully heterosexual I was. Hard guys, he said. I went right to like two gangster images in my head, not two like naked guys about to get it on or anything. Okay, so I don't know.
Two different ways of looking at it, I guess. Yeah.
I picture two badasses, standing there ready to throw down, not like, throw down with the butter and everything. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my God. That's just,
Well,
good Lord.
thanks, Tarek. Thank you. Thank
you,
you.
Tarek.
Thank
We
you for
love you.
keeping the scores low here. Yes.
Lorena says she's still mad at Hard Eyes. Bad movie. Bad. Should be in detention. I'll get to that in a minute, but she did not like it. Tarek says, agreed. Canadians can do horror sometimes. Cube is still a masterpiece. Cube was really good.
Cube's a good one. I mean, Curtains is a good one. Obviously, Black Christmas and Dave McRae's two sequels to Black Christmas. It's Me, Billy, parts 1 and 2. What do you got, man? Or can you not say?
Oh, it's just Tarek saying what he had for lunch. I might as well share because it could be Colonel's issue too. I had 3 tacos for lunch and a black bean burrito for dinner. If I disappear halfway through the show, pray for me. I am
Death
rooting.
Curse Society, the official podcast to shit to.
Yes, I mean you can bring your phone in the bathroom with you. I'm just saying, but
Man.
my best wishes to you, Tarek, in your stomach. Now I'm craving Mexican food, so thank you. Ooh, smashed Cajun pasta and whiskey, says BK.
Yeah.
Also, hello, BK.
Hello, BK. I saw BK this weekend. We played poker. And BK got bluffed, man. I gotta say it. And
Is that when he posted on Facebook?
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah. He was.
Yeah, let's play poker. It'll be fun.
It was fun, they said. And he was fine. And then, like, our buddy Drew got him with a bluff, dude, and he was wrecked. He never recovered. He did suck out on my brother, though, which is an epic turn of events that never happens because my brother owns him with the worst hands possible. But he held his own. He did survive, and I thought maybe he was going to keep treading water and stick around a little while longer, but then the bluff took him out, man. He just couldn't get over it. It sucks. It sucks to get bluffed. It does.
It's all right, though. It happens.
It happens. It happens all the fucking time.
Luke says he's seeing Hard Eyes tomorrow, and he's hoping the sequel is called Shard Eyes. I don't even want to picture what that would look like. That is gross.
I know it got number 2 at the box. Let me pull some numbers up here while you're moving along there, Phase.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking, so go ahead.
Okay. Box office. Let's see. Dogman was number 1. How much did we
of
make?
course. I mean, that was DreamWorks, right? Of course.
Nope. Well, did okay here. Let's see.
Bill Wolf says, I can't wait for you guys to see my new outfit for you guys. What do you mean for you guys?
For us guys.
Oh, boy. Am I about to be wearing something?
$8.5 million. So I don't know if
that seems below budget.
It's got to make 10 more million to make budget. So
I don't think it's gonna.
I know they
rough,
want to make a new. They want to get the next Terrifier going right away, man. But
Terrifier?
They caught lightning in a bottle with Terrifier. With
right.
I think the character of Art the Clown, and more importantly, David Howard Thornton playing him, is why that's so appealing. Heck, as he's called in the movie, or Hard Eye Killer. The mask. We got to get into the mask too, right? Is that one of our topics? Let's make sure that's on there.
It's not one of the topics, but we can just talk about it at some point.
Then we can just kick it with that. Then the mask. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's what is this? It's just a leather mask with hard eyes.
It didn't feel unique. That was my issue with it. It felt like, a lot of other masks that you've seen before, but with, those took one of the heart-shaped cookie cutters that you make Valentine's Day cookie with and just kind of poked it into the eye holes, and there you go. You got this mask. It looks kind of like not quite Hannibal, but like I can't quite picture it, but it's very similar to somebody.
I think this the heart eyes bring down the intimidation factor of seeing it. You know, even though he's a hulking person, when you see him, and the mask, it does look good from like long shots and everything when they show him all there, and he's in a trench coat and
Sure.
he has various weapons that he uses and stuff, and
His build reminded me of Jason a lot. His posing reminded me of Jason.
Yeah,
just kept thinking about Jason.
I was thinking about Kane Hodder for sure, like the
Kane especially.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, this guy's not. He's not the one. This guy's not going to get. He's not going to ever be Jason. He'll never be Michael. He'll never be Leatherface. This guy won't even be Leslie Vernon. That's how low I'm putting him on as far as killers go. And even though he had some slick moves, man, it's some interesting kills in this fucking thing too. But I mean, I just didn't like the what this was. I mean, I don't know, man. Harry Warden coming at you with the light on his forehead and the miner mask and the hoses and everything and the breathing. This had night vision installed, which again was
could have been used, you know, if it was actually used a little bit more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, kind of like the last.
It could be neat, the whole night vision thing, if you actually used it properly, but it's just kind of there. It's like a last minute idea that they had, and they threw it into a scene real quick. Like, oh, he has night vision.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Silence of the Lambs, but nowhere near as cool.
No, yeah, that's true. Silence of the Lambs really did that right.
Right. Hang on,
so many comments.
Let me read something. Okay.
What's up?
Okay. Colonel may be in later, but he's into something right now, so
okay.
We're just gonna not worry about that.
Sounds good.
Yes. So let's just go ahead and get to the start of this fucking thing. It's Hard Eyes on Death Curse Society tonight, and
guess we can just start with our anticipation.
Well, yeah, okay, because I have once I got to the theater, had an experience, so I want to share that too once we do. But anticipation, I think we kind of covered that already. I don't like the title of this. I don't like the title of this movie. You know, I mean, you can't call it My Bloody Valentine, but you know, why not? Like, you know, it's just, get the Candy Hearts and pick something off of there and make a, you know, I don't know. Hug Me. How about Hack Me or something? I don't even know. Something else. But I mean, Hard Eyes, it's just too much fucking on the nose for this. And the fact that it was a slash, I was like, as I always say, the only thing that's going to save this is if it's a fucking bloodbath and it's super cool gore, practical effects. Because like, I really feel like everyone's trying to reinvent the slasher when with this kind of thing, you don't need to. Am I wrong?
You really don't. I mean, you don't need to reinvent the slasher genre. You just maybe bring it back a little bit because it's been kind of drifting away, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like it's been combined with all these different things, you know?
Right. It's gotten a little weird. When I went into the theater, I was hoping, you know, that this would be, you know, I was hoping that this wouldn't fall into the shadow of My Bloody Valentine for one, because that's what everybody was kind of saying that would happen. But also, I was kind of hoping that it would kind of be a refreshing entry to the slasher genre, something, you know, that would kind of remind us of the old times a little bit. But yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that for now.
Oh yeah, this is definitely modern take with modern tropes and modern personalities all the way through. So, which is again fine. That right there should have been enough to keep it kind of a fresh take on a slasher, in my opinion. But I digress. So anticipation was pretty fucking low. That's where I was with this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, initial thoughts coming out of the theater?
First,
or do you want to talk about something else?
I went on Saturday. Actually, took the boy, and he went and saw Dogman. I went and saw this, and it was cool. It started at the same time. Both movies were like 2 minutes apart, like length. Cool. So we walked right out at the same time, walked right into each other. It was great. But I go into my theater, I get my popcorn and my pop, get in my seat and all settled, and trying to think of how do I say this without being an insensitive asshole. I really can't. So here's the thing. If you're a young mother and God bless you for you're entitled to go see movies. Sure, of course. But I have to suggest that if you have 4 kids under the age of 5, that a rated R slasher movie at 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning might not be the right move for your upbringing. Because you know what happened. 4 minutes into the movie, little dude was looking back at me, standing on the seats. He's singing. He's just,
how little? Like, that sounds like a baby almost, like 1-year-old.
This one was 3. If he was 2.5 to 3 years old.
Taking him to a slasher movie?
Yeah. Well, there was all that going on. You know,
there's so many reactions going on there.
The entire movie, dude, they did not stop. And even in my aisle, there was the next set of kids up. These kids were 8 to 14, about 7 of them.
I kind of get teenagers, I guess, but
yeah, you know what? Fine. But the safety in numbers, they were all yapping the whole fucking time too. Phones were ringing, full blast.
Oh,
they're taking
man.
selfies, dude, with flashes and shit in there. I didn't want to be the old fucking grumpy fucking asshole old man, dude, but I was seriously ready to get up and go to bitch to the management and say, you know what? What the fuck? I need to watch this thing. I got to get a good opinion on it. I can't fucking focus because these motherfuckers won't shut up. And bring it to daycare.
Oh, my God.
Kids. Little kids.
Daycare is expensive.
Not watching the movie.
I get what you mean. That's rough. Maybe we can open a super high-end movie theater that has a daycare where you can drop off your kids. And it plays some movie, but there's also somebody there watching your kids, making sure they're not getting up to shit. You know, I don't know.
I can't say why that wouldn't work in this case. So let's just move on and say
it would cost a lot of money, but okay.
Yeah, you know, I'm done, man. It's all right because like anything else I say is going to make me look really bad. So
that's fair.
And it just
I mean, nobody wants to be disturbed while in the theater.
Dude,
totally.
It's an escape. I'm there to escape, you know, and I'm here to fucking give a solid opinion on something that might sway people to go or not go see. So I want to know what the hell I'm talking about, you know?
Certainly. And a lot of people seem to want you to be. I mean, shit, we got Lorena saying, please be the grumpy fucking asshole old man. We like the grumpy fucking asshole old man.
No.
A lot of people are saying that they don't mind you being the asshole or whatever.
Just say she had wonderful hair and beautiful nails, and we'll leave it at that, man.
Oh, good for her.
Did not give a fuck about her kids not doing anything but watching the movie.
Oh, man.
No. I have
Imagine
to leave
Ziggy,
it
I'm
at,
trying to watch a stupid ass film. Shut up.
oh, a couple of times I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
And yes. When the 3-year-old turned around to look at me and stare at me a couple of times, I made the most evil face I possibly could. And I stared the daggers into him. I did. And I feel bad about it. But I had to. I was so
Your
pissed.
face is now in his nightmares. He's gonna be scared of you for life. Oh well.
I haven't been this pissed off from something involving DCS since probably the missed flight. That's how annoying this was. But yes.
Oh, man.
Okay, that's fine. Now walking out. Why don't you start while I collect my thoughts?
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I could tell you right now. I've been watching all these movies with my mom lately. We both usually have the same opinion. She was a lot more like hateful of this one than I was, for sure. She hated this thing walking out. Absolutely hated this thing. I was disappointed. I didn't quite hate it. It definitely was not what I was hoping it would be, and it was what it ended up being was definitely very
Niche.
not my thing.
Yeah. Niche.
Yeah.
What we have here, folks, is a rom-com
Exactly.
moving into a slasher slightly. That's
At
what this
some
is.
moments.
Yeah. I don't fucking hate a rom-com. I think rom-coms are okay if they're written well. I can deal with that. I can watch that and be okay with it. But, okay, if you're going to take this kind of humor, and my theater had this straight up as a comedy on the board. Not a horror movie, a fucking comedy. So, but yeah, this is a fucking rom-com, dude. And
it is.
But it's not a bad rom-com at that. It's your typical girl literally bumps into guy and then keeps running into him all over the place. So you're thinking, okay, clearly he's the killer, right? Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a bad rom-com. I mean, it's cheesy.
It hits all the fucking checks the boxes of the rom-com all the way down, all the cheesy shit you need to see.
It checks a little too much though. Like it's so like every rom-com ever.
Well, they went extra syrup on the pancakes. You know what I'm saying? Tongue in cheek.
Some parts.
You know what I'm saying? It's they did it because to push that comedy through the horror of it all. So we got something different here, I don't know. We'll keep going here. I mean, but
it's interesting. Yeah, I'm not even sure what your opinion of this is just yet.
I haven't talked
about it.
You're
being quite vague. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm really curious as to what Colonel thought about this too.
He did. I'll go pull his thing up again. I want to finish. I think he did put a score on there.
Oh, okay.
I'll go back and check that in a little bit when we need.
Yeah, we can do that at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, just want to get started on Act 1.
Dude, let's do this, man. It's I mean, it starts like any kind of horror movie does. You got. Well, actually, I was okay with this intro because of, again, it's almost like a. Think American Psycho, how they really played up the yuppie thing and the whole, and you got a girl here getting proposed to, and she's like, you could tell, and she's in her mind, they've practiced this, and she's got to have it this way. It's one of these girls. It's got to be just so. Everything's got to be just so.
And she immediately gets mad because where he puts the ring.
He puts the ring in a strawberry, right? It's like, it's all he's got they're all looking at each other, and he's got the strawberry. He's feeding her, and she spits out a ring into the hand, and she says, "I said no rings in food." And he goes, "Oh," she's like, "Start it again." So he reaches his fingers into the chewed strawberry sludge, which was funny. and pulls the ring out and starts again and proposes. She's mouthing along with what he's saying. That's what was so funny about it. I did appreciate this. I thought this was good. But it doesn't really stick with this kind of humor, though. It kind of takes a left later when it gets to the main cast. But as he's wrapping up his proposal, his phone rings and totally screws it up. And it's like some guy standing in the bushes. And it's like, yeah, man, I wasn't ready. I missed it. And he's like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me, man? He's like, yeah, just you got to do it again. I'll get the shot this time. So yeah, this guy's got to, you know what I mean? It's all set up. So they're going to have their social media perfect picture. Oh, look at this random shot. It's just these kind of people. And then so he gets the camera. He goes back down, back to the proposal, starts it over again, and the cameraman gets whacked with a pretty cool scene, pretty neat scene. You know, like machete, like right through the camera shutter, like you're looking.
Yeah, it was a good shot. It was a good. Yeah. Like it immediately got me excited. Like, all right, cool. There are going to be some cool kills in this movie.
It was CGI, but it wasn't bad CGI. You know,
it wasn't bad. No,
it was acceptable. It wasn't terrible. Because there was a lot of kind of kills that were ambitious, I'll say, in this one.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, they kind of had to go certain routes. I mean, I get it.
So then, you know, she's like, after he does the proposal again, he finishes and she's like, why don't you call him back to make sure he got it? And he's not answering. And then boom, the boyfriend or the fiance now gets taken out. You know, gets killed. And so then your first slasher trope happens with the girl stumbling, running away, trying to get away from the killer as he's going after her, you know, steadily, surely. And she ends up in like, they're in a winery. So, yeah, I better do that because this is a good one. I'm going to give you the spoiler alert, folks, because girl goes and hides in a juicer, like a squeezer machine, a tumbler. If you've been to a winery, you've seen these things. And basically, they fill it with grapes or, you know, and it presses like this and squishes everything. And the juice, then it turns and gets all the juice out and everything. So our girl jumps in there and she's feeling like she's safe. You know, she stops him and slams the door on his fingers, and then he locks her in and juices her pretty much. And I'll say
it's
this
pretty
is a quality kill. This is very good.
I love that kill.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just, you know, it's a crusher, man. I mean, he just and then splat, you know, it's fucking amazing. You know, it's
right on camera. I mean,
right on camera.
Center screen.
It's beautiful.
It's right there with scanners, man.
Blood and everything, man.
Yeah.
It was gross. It got me so excited.
Yeah.
I was so ready for a funny ass, crazy, just bloody slasher for this thing, man. Like, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be stupid, and I'm ready for this.
And then credits, yeah. And we get started with we get to meet, you know, like all of our cast and everything. We meet Allie. That's she's played by Olivia Holt. Let's see. Let me see who's trying to get everybody here. We meet her boss, Crystal.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we meet her friend Monica, and they're off getting coffee. Monica and Allie, and they run into this guy named Jay because, as a cliche romantic comedy, they both got the same coffee, same weird ingredients, same weird whip, extra this and that. And it's the same. And oh, did you order the same thing? And the barista is saying the same thing as she's saying it. It's so cliche, how perfect, how kismet. And so, I mean, it's they meet, they bump heads. She drops a sugar packet. They hit heads. It's, you know what I mean? It's everything you would expect to see in a Harry Met Sally or Sleepless in Seattle. You Got Mail. All this bullshit. This is what they're going for. And she's so embarrassed with all that because, like, as she bends down again to get the sugar thing, she bends up really fast and busts the dude's nose. Like, and he's just like, motherfucker, what the fuck? Which was very funny. I thought it was good. That was neat. But then she's embarrassed, so she splits. She's going to work to get fired. She knows that there's a meeting about her, and they're ad agents. Wasn't that what they were? Yeah, they were making ads.
Yeah, they're doing ads for like a jewelry company.
Right.
Yeah.
And all like her boss is another disconnected. She knows everything but knows nothing type. Fuck Tarek. We worked with a bunch of these in Lansing. But yeah, man, it's so she's taking the meeting over. Of course, everybody's kissing the boss's ass and everybody's shitting on Allie and her interesting ideas for her ad, though. They were like, they all took like tragedies throughout like history, like Romeo and Juliet, and like when they slat their own throats, you know, it was ribbons, like red ribbons. So it was like a Calvin Klein ad or something like this, black and white, shadowy. But she picked like Bonnie and Clyde. She picked what was the other one? There was something in between there too. It was Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, it was a Romeo and Juliet. I don't remember what the other one
Another
was.
tragedy somewhere.
A little specific, yeah.
And then Bonnie and Clyde, and they with this heck killer, heart-eyed killer running loose. And while the credits are rolling, we've got like news, like a CNN report about the heart-eyed killer and how he's been in Boston, in Pennsylvania, and now he's arrived in Seattle this year for Valentine's Day. So couples, beware. So
everyone's saying Titanic, so I guess it was Titanic.
Yeah.
I hate the Titanic, so that's why I didn't remember it. No offense to the actual tragedy, just the movie was overdone.
Oh, it was Titanic. You're right. Yeah, because he was frozen.
Yeah.
See, again, that was funny. Yes, Titanic. Yes. So now they're bringing in. We've headhunted a brand new ad exec. This guy's the man. He's did this for this company, did this for this company, brought them to number one. Well, he's here to help us. Everybody, welcome Jay. And here comes guy she headbutted at the coffee house.
Yep, here he is.
Please continue.
I mean, I don't even fully remember how it goes. Just they end up reuniting again because why not? Romance movie.
Boss tells them, you got to work together and get this ad fixed. We got a deadline,
That's right.
Valentine's Day, we have to, got to get this right.
So now they have to fucking work together. She's like, oh, great, huh? So is that when they went to the dinner, or am I missing something in between there?
Well, hang on, let me see here. Because like she was going to do something. Oh, yeah, she was just going to stay home, remember? And then like he goes, no, let's meet up and go and let's get this worked out.
Act 1 is such a blur because I just remember being like, all right, what are we getting back to the killing? Why are we getting back to the killing? And I'm slowly realizing we're not getting back to any killing.
They have a long scene at the coffee shop where she's got her wall up, her guard up the whole time, and he's just trying to he's kind of intuitive, so he's telling her what he thinks and how he got here and stuff, and she's blocking him every way, kind of being a bitch about it. Because she just got out of a bad relationship herself. Okay, so
she doesn't want none, and he's kind of he wants some. It's one of those situations, and
but she thinks he's there to take her job. So there's all of this going on.
Sure.
And they do the fucking montage where she gets like Monica and Allie go on shop for clothes and try.
I forgot about that damn montage. It's every fucking dress montage ever. You want
to know what it was? The wedding singer, the wedding dress scene. Exactly.
Oh, you're 100% right, dude. It was that just copied and pasted.
100%. just change the background a little bit, man, and it was the same fucking thing. So
Such a good movie. I haven't seen that in years.
ugh.
The shit. Yeah, that was just the cliches kept piling on top of each other. And
That was
every time
bad.
I slumped more and more and more in my seat in the theater. My mom noticed. She was laughing at me. She's like, "Shit."
Oh yeah, I was getting like, oh boy. So
Uh,
they kind of like challenge each other's why they're single and everything because and he gets a little offended because she's harsh with him. So he's like, you know what? I'll see you at the office on tomorrow and have a nice night. Sorry to bother you, So, and as they walk out, she goes out to apologize, going like, sorry, you're right. I was kind of a bitch, and here's why, and this just happened. Well, she kind of reveals that she just got out of this relationship, and lo and behold, the ex-boyfriend's there at the same restaurant with the new girlfriend. So she grabs Jay and plants a big kiss on him as they're walking up.
And she's also kind of cyber stalking her ex a little bit. I don't know when that gets revealed. I think that gets revealed early before
Well,
this.
I think it's more highlighting that he was posting on the social media all the stuff he was doing with his new girl.
Right. And she
was seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but this is a problem now because then you see that somebody has been watching them as this was happening, and sees the kiss.
Mhm.
So they become kind of targets.
You're jumping ahead a little bit because, yeah, I mean, the two people were supposed to be like the targets, but then they ended up kissing because she forced the kiss, and then,
Yes.
they became the targets.
They reveal that later, though. Like when
That's true, but I mean, the whole target thing gets revealed. It's okay.
Sure.
It's fine.
We're
This
gonna
is
get
not the
I mean,
best movie in the world.
listen, man. This is shoots and ladders of slasher tropes. So
It really is.
we're not going to lose anybody. So don't worry.
I'm not sure where Act 2 really begins here either.
Well,
with this
they
one,
maybe
maybe
she's like, I'm gonna go home. Fuck this. I'm done. Let's get out of here. Fine. You want to, I'm gonna jump in the cab. She's like, cool. I'll take you there. And then once you go in, I'm gone. She's like, great. And she gets there, and the cab driver's kind of like, he's funny, and he's like, oh no, you two, you look good together, that kind of thing. You get that once again, wedding singer, but he sees her get out and then realizes she looks in her purse and she looks up in the sky like, oh shit. And he realizes that she's misplaced her keys. So
another stereotype. For fuck's sake.
Here comes Sir Lancelot to help out the damsel in distress. And he's got to break into... They don't have her key, so instead of knocking and getting the landlord, he breaks the glass with his hand, cuts his hand to ribbons. So she brings him upstairs to dress his wounds, and they're just talking and stuff. Nothing's even going down. Well, she opens up her closet to get in there, and the killer's in there and attacks.
He's just there.
Yeah, he's been yeah. So go ahead, FaZe.
God only knows how long he's there for. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit because one part I thought was funny. Like, she was going to punch her window open. The dude's like, wait, I got this. And he wraps like some cloth around his hand. Like, this is how you do it. And he hits it. It's like, see, I didn't hurt myself. He's like, never mind. I'm bleeding everywhere. I need first aid.
Yeah,
It's like, you fucking dumbass. Like, he got what he deserved there.
Absolutely imperative for a rom-com.
That's true. Another stereotype in a way.
Now Florence Nightingale's in here doing doctor work on his hand here, okay? So
yep, she's dodging up his hand, like, yep. But then, of course, if Slasher Boy wasn't in the closet, they'd have definitely fucked after all of that. But nope. Yeah, she opens the closet, and there he is.
So there's a fight. They both are battling with the killer. They run outside, go to jump back in the cab. Well, dude's got like a crossbow. Like a handheld crossbow with arrows, Cupid arrows. They're pretty cool looking for murder weapons. I'll give them that.
Yeah, they have like some retracting.
Yeah, they kind of
where they kind of
back and it's like ka-chink, it's double side.
Yeah, it's like something out of Kick-Ass. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
definitely one of those, G.I. Joe type guys.
Oh,
Punisher,
yeah.
Deadpool, whatever, would have some
Totally.
shit like
Deadpool, yeah.
So the cab driver gets taken out, and then Jay gets knocked out, like he hits his head on the pavement, and Allie takes the fuck off, man. She goes running, and again, another chase scene with the killer. And she gets on like a carousel, like a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think here, boys. It's kind of mudded up for me a little bit. But then, yes, so the cops all show up really fast, and he disappears. They arrest Jay. They think Jay's the fucking guy.
Yeah. He gets arrested off screen. And he's pissed at her because she runs away from him.
You ditched me.
Yeah, he's furious. You left me back there to get killed. What's wrong with you?
And she's like, what the fuck? I was getting chased by a killer, what are you talking about? And
you know what they say, when you're getting chased by a killer, you be faster than your friend. That's how you survive.
Yep.
She was just the faster one. God damn it.
So then we get to the station. This is probably Act 2, I would think, huh?
Yeah, we could jump into there for sure.
And we meet Shaw and Hobbs, officers, detectives. And, they're kind of smart but bumbly. I would think like if you've ever seen Columbo, that kind of detective, very, very smart, but just kind of bumbling and looks very buffoonish.
I get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, so there's like some things. The Shaw and Hobbs, there's a couple of jokes about that, but I mean, it's they point out how Jay's initials match the one on this ring that they have, that they found at the winery scene.
Another heart eyes killer scene.
Yes, and Shaw points out that he was in the same cities at the same time as the killer's previous attacks. So she's the sharp one of the two cops. That's what we're told here.
Right. And this dude's like a producer of some kind. He's always traveling and shit. And
yeah.
I don't know if that's just pure coincidence or if it gets revealed that that's not coincidence, but I think that is just coincidence that they happen to always be in the same city.
Well, his jobs, they didn't really, they never really did make that connection. It was just kind of coincidental, I think.
Yeah. Like maybe the hard ass killer was hunting him specifically, but I don't believe that was ever the case. At least I don't remember.
Damn, I don't want to fucking go see this one again. Shit, man.
No, I'm not that curious. That's for damn sure. This is definitely not making the top 10. And I'll spoil that right now for the end of the year.
Okay, well then Allie, while they're interrogating Jay, she's waiting in the lobby and she's talking to the desk clerk. And she's just going, what the fuck? He's still out there. That he's not the killer. And they're like, yeah, well, let them determine that before, who are you? He's not giving her any play at all, the desk clerk. And then like from under the desk comes this like a tech guy named David. He's like he's an Asian fellow. He's got the glasses.
Yeah, I remember him.
The computer guy,
Mm-hmm.
And he's fixing the computer. He's like, there you go. You should be all set now. And then so he's walking by Allie and he kind of asks out Allie just out of nowhere, and she's like, yeah, I don't think so. Obviously recent stresses endured. We're going to say no. Okay. We're going to pass on that, maybe.
Right.
Yeah. So David leaves jaded, but he'll live. The lights go out and the hard eye kills the clerk and attacks Allie. Shaw confronts the killer, but disappears. And then Hobbs is killed, the dude. So again, like you should be thinking, okay, well, how'd this guy get into a police station so easily? It's right there. And Allie somehow she rescues Jay. They break out. They make it to a drive-in movie, and it's like right out in public, dude. And they're trying to blend in. They end up getting into a car with a couple hippies in the back, fucking, which is pretty funny.
I forgot about that part too. Yeah, that was funny.
But Hard Eyes is just kind of marching through the crowds at this drive-in. Like there's a guy just hanging right outside his truck, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" takes a knife right to the chin, falls into his car, the door closes, nobody sees anything. So those kind of kills I don't like in a slasher. I think that's like if you're Michael Myers and you're taking on a whole platoon of firefighters, some reason that's okay. But just in a public place like that with just random people everywhere and you're gonna shank a guy and no one sees, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, you gotta do that. They probably could have redid that a little bit for sure.
Right.
Made it a little cooler.
So,
but perfectly said, it's lazy.
They're sitting there in this car while these hippies are in there, and the hippies are almost like, "Hey, all right, the more the merrier." It's almost like it's going to turn into something else here, But they're kind of grossed out, and they see Hard Eyes walking around, but they're like being quiet. Well, the two are starting to get loud with their sex, so it's going. They're like, "Shh, you got to be quiet," and then Hard Eyes kicks the back door open, and he uses a tire iron, the 4-way kind, and stabs the dude, and then throws the chick face first on top of that. So, okay, decent, fun kills. I'll give him that. It was neat. But then it's another. Here we go again. We're gonna battle out with our two stars, and then they decide they can't leave and they have to stop him. It's never gonna end. All these innocent people here, we've got to stop him. Another trope of slashers, and so they go and they confront Hard Eyes, and they get into a standoff and a fight, and Jay manages to stab him and kill him. So Hard Eyes is dead. They unmask him. And the guy in the mask is a guy we've never seen in the whole movie before.
Yeah, just a random Joe Schmo.
So, yeah, it's... And
you kind of know, like, this isn't the end of the movie, because, I mean, I looked at my phone at this point and realized, oh, there's some time left.
This is about what... I was at the end of my rope with the patrons around me, too. So
oh, man.
I was looking to get the fuck out of here by this point.
For sure. I think we're starting to pretty much get into Act 3 at this point.
Yes. Because this unknown man is revealed. They're taken to an ambulance. They get their treatment. Shaw arrives. She's got a hurt arm, but she's okay. And she says, hey, Jay, I'll give you a ride home. And she's kind of flirting with him, like she was at the station earlier, too, when they were interrogating him. Like she was like, opened up her shirt a little bit, let the cleavage hang out, and she was just like, as she's walking away, like, your chariot awaits, all sultry, like, and of course, Allie's going like, yes, your chariot awaits, and Jay tells her, look, she's not my type, don't worry about it, I'll call you tomorrow. And so we were thinking, all right, this is going to be it. And but Jay's got to leave, he's flying out in the morning, so Allie goes home, realizes that she's in love with Jay, and has to stop him from leaving. So off to the airport she goes. She can't find him, and her phone rings. It's Hard Eyes, telling her to come to the St. Valentine's Chapel to rescue him. And if she calls anybody else, he dies. If she doesn't do it, she dies. The whole... Once again, every slasher cliche setup you've heard before. Am I forgetting anything, Face? Yeah, she gets to...
I don't think so.
This is like the reveal at the end and shit, man. So
yeah.
It's really kind of... Yeah. So, all right. So she gets there. Hard Eyes takes the mask off, and it's revealed that it's David, the tech guy from the police station that asked out Allie. Yeah.
Pretty underwhelming.
And he reveals that the previous Hard Eyes they unmasked was Eli, just a fanboy, for the real two killers, who happens to be David and Detective Shaw.
Bum, 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 I guess.
If you're thinking this is starting to sound like a Scream movie, you would be correct, folks.
Yeah,
Because
actually, yeah.
this is the same glass pictures that makes the last 4 or 5 Screams. So
I didn't even make that connection, but you're right. That's totally just like them.
yeah. So they're
Fuck.
working together. And the twist is they met on a dating site, Bumble, whatever it was, about kinks. And their kink happened to be killing couples.
Yeah. There was kind of a running theme about kinks. You're right. And then they circled
So
back to it with that. Yeah, it's so weird. It's such a weird fucking script.
So they go through the James Bond explanation of why they did what they did. And reveal the plans of where they're going with this. And what they're going to do. Let's see. Yeah, he tells the whole thing how they committed every single murder, switching out the costume. Shaw, in particular, was the one that attacked them at the apartment, while David killed the cab driver. They kind of said, "Oh yeah, I killed them, and I killed them, and you killed them." You know, so
that the who killed who scenario, because there's 3 people playing Hard Eyes. You know, it's a little ridiculous.
It's all set up, and their motivation. It's a kink for killing together. That's what they are into, and then they fuck like rabbits after they kill somebody.
Yeah.
So they present Allie with a choice: kill yourself or kill Jay to prove to them that love doesn't exist, and they'll let her leave. They'll let her walk. So she makes the choice. She apologizes to Jay, and they're loving it. You know, the 2 killers. So they're standing back there behind Jay, and she apologizes and then shoots Jay, but also hits Shaw like right under the, right in the rib cage there, right by the heart. So they fight. You know, Jay's hit too, but he's only hitting the arm, really, shoulder. They start fighting, and Allie decapitates Shaw on there's a statue of St. Valentine. It's another pretty good kill. You know, it's that typical running him into the arrow that he's holding, and then as it comes through her neck, like the blade and the point, she's off the ground because she kind of picked her up and threw her on it. So her own weight makes her head come tearing off, that was nice. That was nice. It was gross.
It's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. She gets Jay and saves him again. True love prevails. Hard Eyes is dead. And then we get the 1 year later. Allie is returning to med school, and the couple attend a drive-in movie. And she asked Allie to move in, but instead, she proposes and accepts. Now, and then you also, back at the office, it's 1 year later, and you see that, wow, the company had record sales due to the new campaign that they came up with together.
Such a perfect la-di-da little ending, right? That had me like this in my seat. Just
Yep, another one with the stupid boss, with another,
I hated every second of that. Once they cut to the epilogue, it was just, I should have just walked out that fucking theater.
So then, we get through the, it's done. It's a happy fucking ending, pretty much. I mean, there's a mid-credit scene where we get Allie gets a mysterious phone call in that same threatening tone as the previous call from Hard Eyes, which is then revealed to be Monica, who was photographing the proposal. And then the phone call then ominously hangs up in the same way at the winery it went down over there. So presumably Monica's killed and they're next. But I'm fine with that, man. If that's the way it goes, they don't ever need to do nothing with this shit again.
Oh, dude, that'd be nice. A lot of people are saying dumb, dumb, dumb. The shit is dumb.
Dumb. But
right.
The thing is, as a slasher, I don't want to. I don't want them to stop attempting to make slashers. You know, I can't let go of them, dude. I'm still
No,
stuck
of
on the
course,
80s. I
man.
can't.
Got to
And,
keep trying till you get it right, man. I mean, they used to nail it in the coffin back in the 70s and
Well,
80s, man. What the fuck happened?
do we need to put a comedy element into every cool slasher now to make it stand apart?
No, but Ghostface kind of ruined that for us. Now everyone seems to think we do for some reason because of Scream. I don't get it. Like, and I guess Terrifier is kind of helping in that aspect too, because that's a comedy and was super successful. So that's. You're right though. We don't need that comedy in there, man. We don't. People aren't good writers anymore.
This is getting a 81% on Rotten Tomatoes, or an
Hard
average
Eyes?
average rating of 6.5 out of 10.
What? Which one? The critics or the fucking
Critics' reviews are positive. That's 81%.
what's the
Mixture
user
of
score?
gory slasher, sweet rom-com that ingeniously nails both formulas. I don't know about all that.
Man, if it was a fucking rom-com, it should have been made more obvious in the trailers instead of ruining every single kill, like a bunch of people have noted in the chat.
They they didn't show that juicing one. That's the best one.
That's true, and
we can. Yeah.
that's one of our topics. But yes, that is pretty
It's
inarguably the best kill. I mean, just the juicing kill for both of us.
that or the beheading.
That was a good one too, but it's the juicing for me.
It's just that there's a couple of good tears on her neck that I liked. That made me go, ooh, that's vicious. What a horrible way to go.
Oh yeah, no, that would suck.
But the juicer was. That's what we want, folks.
It was so great, but it was followed by a whole bunch of nothing.
There's a lot of people getting hit with crossbow arrows in places.
Yeah.
There's some machete stabbings.
Those Cupid arrows that didn't really mean anything in the end. They're just kind of like that to be cool.
Well, David, when he's taken out, like Allie gets one of those arrows and puts it up on his temple, and
that's true. She uses it,
engages it, makes it expand while she's holding it on his head. So, but it's not very graphic.
No, you don't get to see much there. It just kind of happens.
So that's Hard Eyes, folks. I mean, we got some more. We can get into the acting and some of the.
I got writing and direction next. If you want to do that, I mean, I've been kind of shitting on the writing the whole time. I mean, the direction. I know I just said this about Presence, but there's really nothing to say about it. I mean, nothing terrible, but nothing great either. Just very basic.
Josh Rubin, director. It's by the numbers, man. It's technically sound. And I think most pictures are like this these days, are pretty good,
right?
That way, but this doesn't stand out. Like, this isn't Osgood Perkins. This isn't dude that did Host or
right. It
Boogeyman.
doesn't stand out in any way.
Rob Savage.
Yeah.
Or even I forget the girl's name who did The Substance. You know what I mean? She fucking she did something that stood the fuck out, man. And God, congratulations. I didn't even say it at the top of the show. Demi Moore, Best Actress for The Substance, man. Jesus. Oh my God.
Excellent. Excellent work. Congratulations.
I never thought we would hear a horror movie win Best Actress ever. And it got a couple
baby.
More too. But it's a great movie, man. It's totally worth it. My point is that director, and I totally can't think of her name, she did something that is memorable and stands apart from almost anything else out there. So, I mean, this is not that.
Not at all.
So what else has Josh Rubin done? Let me see here.
Substance was Corley Fargeet. I'm sure I'm butchering the name, but...
Huh. FaZe, this guy did Werewolves Within.
No kidding?
Yeah, I like that one.
No kidding. Nice. Well, what the hell, man? Why are you making a crappy Valentine's movie?
I think at 41 years old, you're just too disconnected from that original slasher era, maybe. Huh.
Interesting. Tarek was comparing Hard Eyes to College Humor earlier, and I guess Josh Rubin was a College Humor cast. So there you
Oh,
go.
wow.
That
There you go. Yeah.
that's why the twins have arrived.
The twins are here. Welcome and congratulations on your
Yeah,
title.
man.
Once again.
Holy crap.
Full applause. Full applause. Probably sounds like shit out there, but
Yeah, it sounds like shit for us, but it might sound okay for them.
I think, I've listened to playbacks, and you can always hear that stuff when we do it.
It's an old comment, but I just want to show it.
Yeah.
Another sequel title idea from Tarek. Pink Eye.
Yeah, just call it conjunctivitis. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn, dude. Oh my god.
Dirty finger.
That's oh my god, absolutely disgusting. With that, you want to talk about the acting? Holy shit.
Acting was okay, man. I mean, for what they were asked to do, we had Olivia Holt. She's good. Mason Gooding is Jay. He's that, he's got the that leading man, handsome boy, that you had to do it. Gigi Zambado as Monica, her friend. There's
not the most recognizable names. There's some of them are around.
They're all pretty much. Let's see. I think Olivia Holt's been in.
She's
see.
in some stuff.
Oh, Disney XD, Kicking It, Girl versus Monster, original. Lots of Disney stuff.
Okay.
Cloak and Dagger. Oh, she was in the Spider-Man reboot.
Oh, okay.
Runaways, that Runaways movie.
I don't know if I caught that one.
Cruel Summer, No Malone's. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit in here that sucks. Hollywood Records. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I mean, generally, this movie was acted fine. I mean,
bad acting.
The script was okay.
They executed what they had.
Right. I mean, the romance. I hate romance. I mean, I don't hate romance. I'm just very picky with romance. This is not my type of romance. I don't like rom-coms. The comedy romances kind of suck. They're overdone. I mean, we've talked about The Wedding Singer a couple of times. It's kind of one of the only exceptions that I like. Like, and shit, man. Every rom-com kind of goes off of that nowadays. It's just like they're all the same. They're all just.
But
I don't know, man.
If you're into that kind of thing, if you like rom-coms, you're probably going to like Hard Eyes. That's what I'm trying to.
Oh, totally.
Here. Yeah, because if especially if you kind of dig horror movies too, this might be the perfect movie for you because it does have both a lot in spades. But I mean, as seasoned dudes as we are and what we like and what we've seen, everything we've seen, you guys out there as well. I mean, it just as a slasher, man, it's just short. It's short. It just can't, and unfortunately, there's at least 2 other Valentine's movies I can think of I would watch before I'd ever go to this one again.
I believe that.
That Cupid one's pretty good, and that Valentine's okay with that. That David, I forget his.
I kind of remember that Cupid one.
Yeah,
very vaguely.
And then, of course, the movie now doesn't need to be named. My Bloody Valentine, Harry Warden.
Certainly. Well, I mean, since we're you just want to talk about that, the comparison to My Bloody Valentine.
There really isn't one. I mean, I could see people going, you know what, this is way better than My Bloody Valentine because you don't have to think at all watching Hard Eyes, not a bit. There's no red herrings. There is, but there isn't. They're very easy to spot.
Right. I mean, they're supposed to be easy to spot too. At least I hope they are.
No thinking required here. This is get your popcorn, disconnect, and watch, and just be dumbed out for an hour and 40 minutes.
Know that it calm for at least 45 minutes of it, for fuck's sake. Like, oof.
Yeah. It's I wanted it to be better. I really did. But I mean, as far as if looking at My Bloody Valentine and the tension, the scenes they created with their killers and their stalking and everything are fucking hands down. I mean, it can't.
It's phenomenal.
The only thing I would even keep from Hard Eyes is probably the two kills we discussed, like the juicer and the Saint Valentine statue holding an arrow and a severed head, and then the arrow piercing her in a way that her own weight makes her head fall off was awesome.
I mean, I suggested this the other night to my mom. Like, one way that Hard Eyes could have been much better if it was an anthology movie, where if it followed this Hard Eyes killer going from couple to couple, killing them in different ways. Like, fuck a story, just show us some kills. That would have been fun. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Because it essentially strips out all of the rom-com stuff.
Well, right. That's that's what I would have liked.
Yeah, and I'm trying to picture it though, and I don't think
that's me personally though. I mean, the rom-com thing is for some people out there, and obviously, I mean, it's highly rated on fucking Rotten Tomatoes, which is surprising. I mean,
proof's in the fucking pudding, dude. 8.9 million. That ain't shit.
That's true though. The box office didn't do shit. I mean, the interest is not there. I can't say I'm heartbroken about that. I don't want to see a Hard Eyes 2. No, thank you.
It ain't gonna happen. I mean, because even the shit like Wrong Turn and stuff like that, those made $60-70 million, dudes. I mean, that's why they made all those sequels. The Strangers,
right?
70 million. I mean, this didn't do that, so we're safe. I think it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, God, I really wanted to like it, and I'm always just hopeful.
I know, me too, man. Disappointed.
But I mean, encouraged with the juicing kill. It's so good, man.
It was a great start to a disappointing middle and an okay finish. But I was out that damn theater right after that fucking epilogue where they propose to each other. It's like, fuck.
With the key.
He did key, and by the way, he pulls out the key in like one of those ring holder things, whatever that's called, like as if you're proposing. He opened it up, and it's a fucking key. And then she opens up hers, and it's a ring. It's like I was looking at my mom, like, can we just go now? Like, this shit's over. Like, let's just go.
I mean,
was there a post-credit scene? Because I did not care to wait and check.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that though. That's kind of like a recreation of the winery thing with Monica as the photographer.
Okay.
So,
well,
but they don't. It doesn't ever get to you don't ever see. So Monica's already gone at that point, I think. So
sure.
But,
well, we'll see. They were probably banking on this doing better so they could do a sequel, but oh well.
Well, we'll see if these people still get booked now. I mean,
yeah, man. I mean, all these bookings for Hard Eyes. I mean, a lot of people were banking on this being good. The convention runners and shit. That you could probably get some good photo ops with one of the actors with the mask on, maybe. And some people might have an interest.
I'll do a photo op with a blood splattered backdrop or something. Just call it the juicer. But
yeah, I wouldn't pay much for that, honestly.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? Like,
but
I don't know. You ready to do thoughts and ranking?
Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, been kind of final thought in here for a few minutes, but
right, yeah,
dude, it's I really, really wanted, obviously a slasher. I'm always going to root for you, and I thought, we got Thanksgiving, and that was pretty fucking good for a slasher. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is a way to do comedy in a slasher without overdoing it. And I understand that this was designed to be a rom-com slasher. So, but it's not for everybody, man. And I think Thanksgiving had a big help in getting this made. I think Terrifier, obviously, since the success of something like that and getting a new killer out there, everyone's going to try. He's probably going to see another a couple of dozen come down the pike here the next couple of years as they look for the next Art the Clown, But great gore. If you like rom-coms, it touches all the bags for that for you. If you don't like it, you'll roll your eyes a whole fucking bunch. If you have people in your audience talking the whole fucking movie, that will take you out of it too.
That's rough,
but
man.
yeah, I mean, this isn't the worst thing on the planet. I know we're bagging on it pretty hard, but I mean, I do think it's worth at least a view to have a perspective, to have an opinion on it. And, a holiday slasher, you should see it. You should see it. Holiday slashers always, it's a staple, man. It's something we're always going to have. They're not always going to be great. Not great here, but it's not the worst thing you've seen. It's no Night Swim. It's much better than that. It's better than The Crow. It's better than that kind of stuff. Is it better than The Companion? I don't know. I don't think so. But close. But close. Maybe Presence was the one I'm trying to compare it to. Because I did like that too, but that's fucking not going to be my number one by the end of the year. I know that. But, I don't know if this will be in my top 10 at the end of the year, like Thanksgiving was. I think that Thanksgiving at number 1, didn't I? 2 years ago?
That sounds correct. Especially for you. I mean, that was fucking good.
Yeah. This is not Thanksgiving. I still think you could find something for Valentine's Day that would be better than this, more representative of the holiday, and keep the gore where it was. That's fine, man. That was great. But you really, really got me down with the Scream fucking copycat, dude. I mean, it's Scream 1 and 2, dude. Come on, man.
Now that you pointed that out, I can't unsee that.
You can't do that, man. You can't do that with a fresh property, especially when you're on the Scream fucking team, man. What's the matter with you guys?
Yeah, that's a bit much.
You think we're not going to notice that shit? I mean, we're just talking about we fucking watch this stuff, man. You can't do that shit. That's lazy. That's lazy. How does that get by the fucking everybody and the funders, the fucking financiers? Like, oh, are they pitching it like, well, Scream made fucking $95 million. Same thing.
Fuck's sake, man.
So, having said all that, Six.
Okay. Not too bad. Paula asks, my answer is a yes, but is it better than the Fog and the Freddy remakes, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake?
All right. Let me find the
She has to find the graphic.
Let me find the proper response. Let's see.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Jeez, dude, we're on an Adam Sandler kick tonight. Wedding singer and now fucking Billy Madison. Crazy.
Sometimes they just write themselves,
Sometimes.
Oh no, of course. I hear you, and it is better than both of those actually. So you're safe there. You are safe there.
Not sure why, but BK is asking how tall I am. I'm 5'9". Okay, I don't know why it's a topic going on right now, but there, let me solve that for you people.
Oh, I guess I can go over
I'm a
here.
short bastard. I'm shorter than the whole DCS.
Not much.
Yeah, I mean, one of you is pretty tall. I can't remember which, if it's you or Crank, but
I'm 6'1". I think Crank's like 6.5 or 6'1".
you're both fucking tall. I mean, Colonel's taller than I am, so like, what the heck, people? I'm a short guy. But Yeah. My final thoughts, man. Ugh. I don't dislike it as much as I did when I walked out of the damn theater. It was disappointing, like I've said. I wanted this to be so much more. It's not too long. That's a big plus that it has for it. A couple of the kills were really nice. I just don't like rom-com, man. Like, I'm very picky with my romances. Like, I can think of very few romances that I can tolerate, let alone like. And it was very misleading too, because I did not go into this knowing that it was going to be as much of a rom-com as it was. I was like, come on, man. If I knew that going in, I'd probably be giving it a slightly better score. But I'm so not a rom-com guy. I can't go any higher than this. I'm giving it a 4.5.
Whew.
It's pretty steep, but I just did not. And it's only getting that high because of the decent kills and whatnot. It has a little bit going for it. That's all I can give it, though.
4.5, man. All right, I've got Colonel is going to be taking care of Sarge tonight. Sarge needs him, so he's
okay.
Sarge needs him more than this show needs him tonight, so we're going to respect that. But he did send over his quick review of Hard Eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and quote you here. Enjoyed the movie more than I expected. Thought they blended the rom-com sappiness well in the world of a slasher.
Interesting.
Was fully committed until the cringy reveal you could see a mile away. And then there's a scene we didn't mention when she first takes Jay to her apartment. It's kind of messy in there. And then like from across the room, the camera like shoots over his shoulder. Her dildo is on the end table.
That was funny.
It's one of those really funky ones with the tickler at the front of it and shit.
Yeah, that's what she throws in her closet. And that's when they reveal the Hard Eyes in the fucking
she picks
closet.
it up. She nonchalantly gets it. That's how they get to opening the closet door and the killer's there. But Colonel says that cringy reveal you could see a mile away. He said he would have gave it a 9 if her dildo stuck to Hard Eye's mask. But since it didn't, he gives it a 7.
A 7. Wow, Colonel. And I didn't get much from Crank, but he gave it a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and he kind of liked it too for kind of the same reasons. I think I didn't get a lot of his actual opinions.
Well, that's why.
But
I'm
going to take that as a 6.
A 6. I've seen so many rom-coms, man, like that. I don't hate them. I'm upfront. I'm honest with this. Full disclosure. I've seen a plenty of rom-coms, and a couple, probably 1 or 2, I watched on my own.
Sure.
Yeah, why not, man?
My score brought the average down to a 5.8.
5.8. Wow. Well, we're kind of right in the ballpark with the nation here, so it's like a 6 kind of nationwide right now.
Sure.
Folks, what do you think, man? What is your score on Hard Eyes if you saw it?
What is your score, people? What's yours, Mom? Good Lord. Is it lower than a 4.5? It might be. Fuck's sake, she hated it.
She hated it.
But yeah, I can't. Like, I really liked Better Call Saul, the romance in that, but that was a, was not a comedy,
That's different. Yeah, that's
a show. That's not a movie.
No sap. Yeah, there's no sap in there.
There's a little bit of sap in there. But it was, in my opinion, they did it just right. It was just enough. The recipe was that's my opinion, though.
Well, I think in the end, that's why I'm a 6, because the design is right for the rom-com.
Negative A. Damn, man. That's rough.
That's like the lowest score ever
revealed in DCS history. Damn, that's bad. Is it worse than fucking what else did you hate recently that she really hated? Was it Wolfman?
The first one, Wolfman.
Yeah, well, we hated Wolfman. It could have been worse than that. Could it? I didn't hate this more than this. No. I would put Wolfman lower.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. But Wolfman, I mean, it insulted the name, though, man. That's the big reason why Wolfman, I shit on that harder, because it took a name and just shed on it, whereas Heart Eyes comes from nowhere. It already has a shitty name.
I think, as it stands right now, I'm Companion, Presence, Hard Eyes, Wolfman.
Interesting. Okay.
That's what I've seen so
Wolfman was
far.
better. That's okay. Well, man, a lot of people talk about their height. There are a lot of comments tonight, and I kind of skimmed over a lot of them.
Like
but
389 up there that I'm looking
holy
at.
shit! It's just like, yeah, I mean, just kind of a flop in the slasher genre. It's too bad.
Well, yes, again, I don't think it's necessarily a flop. I mean,
No, but in my opinion, it is. But it's not going anywhere. It's going to be forgotten very quickly, I think.
Don't expect to see a sequel to this ever.
Especially that box office? Hell no.
Well, give it another week. Maybe it's going to be out for Valentine's Day. Maybe that will be the quintessential date movie this year.
Oh, man. For a date movie? I don't know. If you and your spouse or whoever are into horror and also kind of like romp, it could be fun, I guess. I don't know, though. I don't do movie dates. I haven't done that since I was a kid.
I took a date to
Teenager.
see the My Bloody Valentine remake in like 2009 or 8 or whatever that was. But we knew that was going to be a fucking horror movie,
Right. Yeah, I don't know what else to say for Hard Eyes, honestly. I mean,
I think we pretty much covered it, man. It could have been a lot better, but
it could have been better. We might have a slightly early show because it's just the two of us, but that's okay.
Well, I tell you, just having the fucking Mother of the Year in my theater showing this time around was that was fucked up, man. That was a first for me. I was feeling some weird feelings in that auditorium.
Yeah, especially you and your crowd.
Yeah,
bugging the shit. Yeah, that definitely affects the movie. I can't remember what it was. There was one last year where I definitely didn't like it. Like my mood was brought down because the people around me wouldn't shut up. I can't remember what that fucking movie was. It's before I started hosting regularly on the show. I remember that. This was early last year, but I digress.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't get it, man. I mean, it's like nobody can put their fucking phone down for a couple of minutes, and just when the selfies started happening, though, bro, I was just like, going
selfies during a movie. That's
what are you
bold,
doing, man?
How crowded was this theater besides Dom and you? Like,
dude, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 20.
It's pretty obnoxious, man. That's
11 o'clock on a Saturday. Well, never again. I won't go at that time again. That's I usually go that weekday, and if I go to that show weekday, I'm by myself, maybe one other person.
A lot of people are just shitting on short people over here.
What's going on in the comments?
The height thing. I don't know. The whole this side conversation. I don't know. It's funny though. Well, you want to talk about what we're doing next week?
I was gonna say we can tease that a little bit, and like it's kind of a we've been we're always thinking around here at DCS, and excuse me, burping. But we came up with a thing. We've seen other places do stuff like this before, but we've never done it here, and I think we've got some pretty good fucking arguments for both sides of something like this. So what we're gonna do, not sure what we're gonna call it yet.
Yeah, the title pending here.
Title pending, but like basically the theme of next week's show is going to be why Phantasm the series is better than Nightmare on Elm Street the series. That's going to be the discussion. So,
and we're talking about like the movie series, not like the TV series they have. I don't know if there was one for Phantasm, but there was for Nightmare. But we're ignoring that. Just the movies here.
Films. This is like think continuity, think stories, think cast. All of that matters in this discussion. We want a solid storyline throughout the entire franchise. And we don't have this in many franchises at all. Phantasm may be the only one. We will figure that out because this is probably, and we're not going to do Phantasm versus Friday the 13th, Phantasm versus Halloween, nothing like that. This one is Friday the 3rd. This one is Nightmare on Elm Street versus Phantasm. to start it off, to kind of see where it goes. Colonel will definitely be back for that one.
Oh yeah.
And I was reaching out. I was trying to book an interview, but I didn't have much luck reaching the person I was trying to, they mentioned it before that they were interested, but I couldn't get any concrete, and now we're a week out, so fuck it. We're going to do this. And I think this will be fun.
Should be fun, man. I mean, I'm excited to watch all these movies again.
Yeah. I
don't even think I've seen all of the Phantasm movies, to be honest. I don't know.
Wow, you're in for a treat then, buddy.
I'll have to rewatch the Nightmares for sure, at least past part 3, because I barely remember them, but there'll be a lot of movies. I love the original Phantasm.
I've needed an excuse to go back to those later Elm Streets, and I mean like 4, 5, 6, and I'm fine with that. I got. Sure. I'll be watching one a night here all week, maybe 2 as we get thrown. Phantasm I've seen a million times. I will watch Ravager again, number 5, just to get that a fresh perspective again, because if there is a runt in the litter, that's it for Phantasm, and that's saying a lot. That's not even that fucking bad, because there's some Elm Streets, dude, that are not good. I don't give a fuck what any of you people are saying out there. And there's other shows that have battled us on this and shit. And no, dude, I don't agree. 4 and 5. When Freddy went pop culture, dude, the shit was over. I
did not like them past 3.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Tarek says there's only Dream Warriors.
Well, there's 1 and Dream Warriors.
I like part 2, man. Damn it.
I love 2. I love it. I fucking love it. It's scary. It is scary.
It's good. Damn it. I like part 2.
You just gotta, go with the chemistry of the couple, but that's fine. You know what I mean? It's Freddy is the last time. Well, no. Yeah. I think, part 2 is the last time Freddy was actually scary.
Genuinely scary? I can agree with that.
Genuinely with the more skeleton face. And sadistic. I mean, he is in 3, but he is already on his way to those one-liners, dude. Welcome to Primetime, bitch, was the start of it all.
My mom put the best. Mark Patton. That's a big reason why I love part 2.
Mark Patton's fucking awesome.
Just the best.
Again, another guy that's agreed to appear here, and we just can't get on the same page. And God, get well, sir. I mean, this guy has gone through the fucking ringer with his health the last 5 years.
Shit.
So
it's too bad.
Fingers crossed one day we get the great Mark Patton on these airwaves. And
that'd be the best.
I mean, just to talk to him about the documentary, that he made about part 2 and everything would be, and the hate and discrimination he got over the years because of it and everything. So, but we got to see him in Oklahoma, and he was, that's where we kind of first talked to him about being on the show and everything, because we didn't get to do his panel that year because, that's when they unceremoniously yanked the reins out of our fucking hands. That was the first time FaZe came to work at a fucking thing to work the convention to actually contribute, and we had nothing to do when we got there. That son of a bitch.
Was it really the first time for me?
Well, the first time you came to work, I think. I
don't know, but there's so many fucking cons now. Yeah, I think you're right, though.
You and all the whorehounds with us all those times. Yeah, man. So, but we talked to him there, and he was bagging on the fucking host, going like the guy that did do the panel, because the guy he got all his shit from Wikipedia, man.
That's funny.
And when he told that to his guest Mark Patton, he just went, you went to Wikipedia? He's like, He's like, yeah. It's like, no. He goes, I don't have a fucking beauty shop or whatever it said on Wikipedia that he does.
That's funny.
He was quite dismissive after that. It was very cool from our perspective, So, but I digress. Again, we hope we get Mark Patton out here someday.
It'd be great, yeah.
But we're gonna, Phantasm. It's a different beast, man. It's a sci-fi
cool watching those.
Horror movie, slow burner, but it's wacky, man. It's a great fucking story when you get it all together. And the characters all seem to matter, even when they replaced Mikey in part 2 for a Michael Baldwin's not into. It's some other cat. But he did a great job, you know. So I always thought they were going to kind of, you know what I mean, kind of duality, do the dual universe kind of thing with that. But
sure,
Spider-Man did, you know. But yeah, it's all right.
It's
but
all right.
I think that's going to be a hell of a discussion, and we'll see. You know, I know Colonel's got thoughts on that too. So
Tarek says he's looking at Patton's Wikipedia, and it looks like they may have corrected the stupidity at a glance. So who knows?
Oh, really?
I mean,
does
who
it say
knows?
he ran a beauty shop? That was the main thing that he was pissed about.
Yeah, that doesn't say anything about a fucking beauty shop in there. Good Lord.
Cutting hair or something.
Damn.
Yeah, shout out
man.
to the Loud Show with Sebastian.
Fuck's sake, man.
Good job, buddy. Okay.
Nope, there's still some stupid in there, he says.
Okay. Yeah. You can't, dude. You can't. If you go to Wikipedia, you can get an idea. Follow up on it with some other sites. Check that shit out. Do some diligence on it, man.
Do some fact checking for sure.
Yeah, you know, it's called being a reporter. It's part of the gig of a journalist, not just get up there and hold the mic and smile.
Mm-hmm.
Dickhead. Oh,
Sons of fucking bumpus.
Years later, yeah. He didn't do nothing. He didn't know.
Yeah.
The catcher. Anyway, what am I doing? Yeah, I don't need to. Yeah. So that's next week, folks. Phantasm. Why Phantasm is better than Nightmare on Elm Street. That's going to be the theme.
Do join us.
And you please join us. You got
if you disagree with us, let us know. Join us and disagree with us, please.
Now remember, it's not what you like better. It's what has the better continuity, what has the better story, the through story through the entire franchise.
Talking more objectively.
5 movies. There's 5. That's it. Elm Street, there's a lot, man. Friday the 13th, there's fucking 12. Halloween, there's 12. I mean, so this will probably rear its head in different forms over the weeks and months to come here at DCS, because we like getting into shit like this. So, and I personally think we don't give enough love to the retro titles like this, and in fresh ways. And this will be a fresh way to look at these classics. And
Absolutely.
I hope you'll join us and share that same vision. So, having said that, I guess we can wrap it up tonight, FaZe, eh?
Yeah, a little bit early, but not bad. I mean, hell,
Not too bad.
Only 15 minutes early. Honestly, that's not bad.
I'm saying we've been blowing steam here for probably an extra half hour of wasting time.
Yeah.
So let's thank our members one more time: Christy, C-Phase, Lorena, BD Mags, Alex, Robert, and Tyrone, the Crazy Ralphs, Bell's Fancy Creations. Check out those dragon wreaths; those are fucking amazing.
Man.
Dr. Smiley, Raymond, the Whole Damn Enchilada podcast, of course. The guys over there, they're nuts too, man. But that's good Thursday, man. You got nothing to do Thursday, 7:00 Eastern Standard. Join the Whole Damn Enchilada, man. A lot of us are over there too. Camp counselors, we've got Adam, Corey, Christy, Luke, Lou, Jimmy, and Rachel, Stacy, Lynn, Orlando,
Chuck Schick,
Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. Fucking can't spit Kristen out, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's okay.
So take us out, FaZe.
Yeah, man. Thanks to everybody. Let's see. Let's get this. Where is that? There it is. Get this updated. There we go. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I mean, I certainly enjoyed reviewing it more than I enjoyed watching it. That's for damn sure. But that's Hard Eyes, folks. More rom-com than slasher, but some of the kills are quite good. I'm excited for next week, talking about Phantasm and Nightmare and comparing the two and why one series is more put together than the other. It should be interesting.
Yeah. I wish we could get Don to just drop in and say hi for a couple of minutes,
Shit,
but
right?
I'll ask, but just to see if he'll do it. I doubt he will, but you never know. It'll be a nice treat if we can get that done. But don't hold your breath. But I'll ask.
And I will say real quick, been doing some work on our online store, and some of you larger folk out there will be able to purchase some hoodies now. Got sort of like a separate selection on the site now for 3 through 5X hoodies for those of you who want a sexy DCS hoodie like this one, but we could not provide to you before because we can only go up to like 2X or some shit in the past. Now we can accommodate larger sizes.
See, that's proof. I mean, that we are growing because now, internet properties are slamming us for selling shit with their property on it. So we've lost a couple of titles in the store. You never know. You got to get those things while you can because we don't know when they're going to be gone forever. We've lost 3 of them.
Well, we got
2,
at least one back. I think one is gone, like probably for sure.
Well, that one, I'm just going to tell you, the I Heart Horror, it had all the other.
It's one of my favorites, though, man. The one I own is like damaged. I was hoping to replace it. I'm pissed. It's okay.
That one's gone, understandably. I mean,
I think we still have that in hoodie form and also the tumbler, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm glad I have one available. Look at this live fucking commercial going on here.
Get it while you can because I'm sure they're going to get clamping on those next. But
bugs, baby.
There's still, we've got what I think 15 of our 17 designs are back now. So everything's up there again. And again, in the size that you need.
And bigger sizes. Available.
And the hoodies are premium, man. I mean, FaZe he's never not worn his. It could be 150 degrees out there or 30. He's
always had my hoodie, baby. Always.
It's great. All right, FaZe. I guess you can speak for the Colonel.
Yeah, those of you folks out there, for the Colonel, don't get sick, wash your dick, and for your ladies, don't smell like a Scuba Steve, use Summer's Eve.
Fuck yeah, man. That's C fucking FaZe, folks. And thanks everybody. We are gonna wrap it up now and call it a night, and we'll get going on that. Do your homework, man. It's gonna be fun next week. We'll honor the tall man and Robert England and everybody involved. Heather Langenkamp. We'll get the whole fucking pack on here and talk some Elm Street and Phantasm, and we'll tell you why Phantasm is better. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry. So, for the Colonel, for Crank, for C-Phase, I'm Zigzag. We are Death Curse Society. We'll see you next week. DCS out. Woo!
Woo!
Rock and roll! 6 o'clock already, it was just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, cause that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Ah!